Home is a place.
No, no, no. Home is a feeling.
Home is my motherland.
It's more where you feel alive and inspired.
Well, I think we're talking about the same thing, aren't we? Home is where our story begins.
What's your story?
Homesick at Home every Friday from 9 to 10 p.m.
On Radio Van 103.1 with Ina MK
and Rina D.
Shot City. I'm coming home again.
Good evening, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners of Radio Van. It's Friday again, and we're here in the studio with my co-host, amazing Rina D.
Good evening, Ina.
Good evening.
This week just flew by, really.
Yeah, it was like yesterday we were here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, but we're not alone. We're not alone. As always, we have a creative, colorful, and amazing guest. And we'll find out who he is, Artur Saryan. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
How do you feel on the sofa? Comfortable?
I feel really nice. I got a nice tea. Beautiful ladies surrounding me.
Okay, what else you need?
What else?
Only.
I'll tell you later.
Only Radio One. Okay, let's start from the beginning. But before that, I'd like to remind our listeners that if you don't have the frequency, you can go ahead and join our live broadcast, which is on our official Facebook page and also our website, which is www.radiovan.fm. So, Artur.
Yes.
Tell us, where were you born? Let's start from the beginning.
I was born in Yerevan.
In Yerevan,
yep.
Armenia. Okay, and then have you moved anywhere else?
Yep, I
what have you
moved
done?
to United States. It was 2002.
Okay.
I lived there about
Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a student exchange. It was in that time. It was like
Flex?
Yeah. So
basically, join the club.
Yes. So I went to Atlantic City.
Which year was it?
2002.
Oh, it was mine was 2001 and 2. So
where did you go?
Indiana.
Indiana, yeah. I went to Atlantic City.
Okay.
So, New Jersey. So I stayed there for a long time. Not in Atlantic City, different cities for like almost 7 years. Then I came back. I went to the army.
7 years?
Yep.
Oh, but how did you manage to do that after the exchange year?
So basically, I start painting there, and with my artwork and with my curator, we got the business visa for me.
Oh,
I stayed
okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Everything was legal.
Basically, yes. Like we always do, Armenians. Everything is always legal.
I can sense sarcasm there.
Yeah. Me too.
But
So you came back for the military service.
Actually, not really, but I went to the army.
So how was that transition from the States back here and
that
into
was shocking.
military? Seriously, what did it feel like?
Seriously, it was shocking. I cannot explain with the words. It's like basically from Miami to Madaris.
Oh, wow.
oh,
Yeah, both with like far away from home, and
double
both starts with
cultural
M.
shock. Double
Madaris and Miami.
But was it a choice? Like, did you
No, it
want to
wasn't
come
any
back?
choice.
So why
You
did
have to go, though.
No, why did you come back after those 7 years?
Because I was like homesick. I was by myself in the United States.
Okay,
My whole
homesick.
family was
Keyword.
Here we come.
Here we
Homesick
come.
at home.
Homesick.
Oh, he's done his homework. He knows what he's doing.
Nice.
No, I just always talk. You know me.
Okay, so, but do you miss America?
Do I miss America? Oh, sometimes I do.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Okay.
like I miss Armenia.
What do you miss the most?
Oh, if I say
About
clubs,
America.
no. I miss what I miss there. It's the way the people treat you and your artwork,
Okay.
like culture. Basically, they differently accept what you do.
And why
When
do
you're
you think
artist.
this happens? Is it because people are more educated, or
I
don't
think,
know?
but more.
More interested?
I wouldn't say it's more educated. I think the people they have more observation for the things. You know, they see
They're
a lot
more
of
aware.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe because what you presented was from a different culture, would that
Yeah,
have
but
anything
basically
to
in
do?
America, how many cultures? A lot.
Yeah,
a lot. And they've seen a lot of things, you know.
But wouldn't you say it's the same with Armenia here? Like if we have a foreign artist coming and portraying his work here, wouldn't you say they would accept it differently than a local artist?
Would they do that?
I'm asking you as an artist.
They don't do it, so I have no idea. They should.
Okay, so we're trying to tell people here what to do, what to not.
Yeah. They basically should start doing it, so maybe I'll come back.
So what is it that Armenia is missing that they're not doing this? Like, what do you think as an artist?
Or what they don't do.
Yes.
Yeah. They have to combine with the young artists. They have to let them to show their self. They have to give them ideas. They have to encourage them to do the things.
When you say they, who are you talking about?
People.
The oldest
Okay, the older generation.
generation of the
We need a
artists.
platform for the new artists.
Of course,
This is what
of course, definitely.
facilities are poor here, and we need a definite, stable platform. Yes,
So
upcoming.
recently we have more practices
Yes,
of
yes.
like festivals or triennales held here with modern art. So we're getting there.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. So what is art? To you.
For me,
Yeah.
as my life,
That's it.
That's mine.
If we open the parentheses.
I live like that.
Rina, have you
Everything.
told
I mean,
your
if I drink
guests
tea-
that we don't accept yes or no or very short answers?
Oh my God, I forgot to do that.
My life is not a short answer. That's a really big answer. That's the whole life. You know, you live like that. Everything that you do it like that. Even when you drink tea, you talk, you look, you listen.
Are there certain things that inspire you at some point, or
Women.
Okay, so you see a woman in the street and you go, and you run back home to
I don't have to run.
paint.
I paint in my brain.
So you can remember
Of
everything
course.
that
Always.
you had the idea.
Always. I'll paint it in my hand.
That's cool.
Yeah, even in my head. All the time. Before I get the sketchbook and ink,
And
I
then,
already have it.
and then you might just improvise in the process.
Improvising, it's a little different. It's like I put more my feelings, what I feel about that woman, what she gave me, yes, and what I feel about that.
So,
it's an
ahead.
interesting topic, you know.
the
we
women
have a
are
lot
interested.
of questions here. Go.
Go
Ina.
ahead, Renajan.
I mean, when you look back at something you've painted, do you actually feel those feelings you had, or
Okay,
do you
yeah,
rediscover them like it was something tucked away and you?
I live the moment when I look at the paintings. I live that moment again.
Okay,
Very
over and
interesting.
over again.
Yes,
So this guy has found a way to do that.
that's a
The
beautiful
perfect
way.
way.
Perfect way.
Okay, let's leave these moments again and again while we're having an advertisement break, and we'll come back with Rina D and our interesting guest Artur Saryan. Stay tuned. This is Homesick at Home, Radio 1. Rena, make yourself at home.
But Ina, Yerevan is already my home.
But I mean Radio 1.
You mean a home within a home?
Homesick at Home on Radio 1 103.1. Join us every Friday. Homesick at Home. Homesick at Home, here we are, and we have a guest who is an artist, and I think he has a lot of mystic things to share with us.
Dangerous,
Mystic.
dangerous.
Okay, speaking about
It's not a
dangers.
voodoo. It's just a heart.
Okay, each artist has their own philosophy, or besides women, which inspire you. Is there any philosophy that you follow?
Pregnant women.
Okay, I'm going home.
Again?
I'm going home.
What's the philosophy of your
You know,
art?
it's always people ask me a lot of times. It's like, why women? Why is nothing else? I always say, if there is anybody show me something beautiful than a woman, I'll start paint that.
Okay.
I don't paint like ocean, trees, like flowers. You know why? Because the God already painted. It's already beautiful. It's there. You cannot make it beautiful than that.
I mean, okay, you can be inspired by a tree and draw a
Draw
woman.
something else, not that trick.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Actually, you know what he does, because he did something
What's
once
his
for
horoscope
me.
sign?
I'm
His
Aries.
Aries.
Okay.
I
keep
asked
going.
him to draw
Now I understand.
the logo for my new cafe. So it was like a tree
Yeah, I
and
saw
the
it.
hood, and he actually drew a
Figure, the woman.
a woman.
Woman figure, yes.
Yeah, from the tree. So this is the answer to your
A woman
question.
tree.
Yes, the woman tree.
It's very interesting. Artur, what is the source of your energy? I mean, we know what inspires you now, but this
Women. It's all women.
Also,
okay?
the
And that's
source
the
of
source of the energy, the creating art.
creation.
It gives me energy. Every time when I wake up, I want to create. I want to make paintings. I want people to see the beautiful things.
Okay, so you create it and you reload yourself with that energy of the
Always.
process, and then it's
The
like a
process,
cycle.
when you paint,
Yeah.
it gives you energy. It's like a battery. You know, the canvas.
Recharging,
Yeah,
yeah.
the colors and everything.
It's an endless story.
Yeah.
Artur, when do you feel that the painting is done? It's
Uh,
over.
The paintings, it tells you himself.
You
It tells,
speak.
yeah,
You
it
speak
says,
with the
Yeah,
paintings.
it says stop, enough.
Okay.
Ah.
Do you speak them out with them out loud or in your mind?
I don't know, sometimes out loud in mine.
Okay, I would like to hear that, or
That's so
even
interesting.
or
You
even
should.
see it.
That's interesting. Do you have a motto in life? Like a
slogan,
motto,
a
a slogan, a
slogan?
quote, or
A favorite.
The logo, the quote. I never thought of it, you know? Logo.
It's like to be or not to be.
No, it's not like that, you know? It's just being a human. Being a person.
and when
Yes.
what does that mean?
To being a person,
Being a human. When you say
Human-
being a human, what does that mean for
it's
you?
mean when you live, when you do things, when you do good things, you don't do bad things. You help people.
Now Rina will ask what is good and what is bad, and we'll stay on this
What is
question.
good, what is
Forever
bad?
and
You know, it's up to the person what is good, what is bad.
Yeah, because
Somebody does the bad thing for you, but he thinks that's a good thing.
yeah.
It's always like that.
What
But
is
for
the
me, when
criteria?
you know what's a good thing for me, when I feel good, when I do something, it's mean it's good, and you feel good. Feel
Okay, what is
conscious
the
of it.
criteria of checking whether it's good or bad? Is
Wha-
it your own opinion or
Of
something?
course, of course.
Or-
Your feelings, you know, how you feel when you do something, how you feel.
Okay, maybe
If you feel
for
good-
someone.
For me, it would be the
Okay.
intention, actually. I can forgive any action if the intention was good, even if the action turned into a bad one later on. But if
That's later on, not in that
yeah,
moment.
the intention. For me, this is how I kind of check
Okay.
it, you know?
Okay, let me give an example. For instance, there is this woman, a mother,
Yes.
that does everything instead of her son, for instance, or daughter. And she won't let him do things himself. She takes her plate, she gives him food, she, I don't know, cleans up the room
Why?
for him, or etc. And she thinks that this is good because she's helping him out and she feels good about it. But in reality, it's not a good thing because this person grows up knowing that everything is done for him, and then one day he will meet the real world and
But
be
you
really,
cannot
really.
be sure. Maybe he can grow up and do by himself a lot of things, you know?
Okay, if you.
I mean, if the intention of what she was doing was right,
then
this is what I'm talking about. But if she realizes somewhere along the way that what she's doing might hurt him, but continues to do it, that's wrong.
okay,
But if
so
she doesn't,
so
and
maybe someone kills somebody thinking that he saves them from something. Okay, for instance,
that's why we
that's
have
their.
courts
This
to
is the
prove that
intention.
to prove the intention.
Okay,
we have
so
the
in
court.
this
Let's
case-
not kill anybody.
Okay, in this case, court is the criteria, okay? But what is your okay, what is your court in life?
About doing
About
a good
the
or bad.
yes.
Nature. You look back at nature. Everything has to coincide with nature. That's how
Rina?
I look at stuff.
Is this your answer?
Yes.
Okay, what's yours? Okay,
Being a
think
good-
about it. We'll come to it later.
It's an
Well-
interesting question. Though.
Yeah, I'll answer it.
Cool. What was the most risky action you've taken in life
Oh,
that you can think of?
physically that
Anything.
I have done it.
Anything.
I was like a jump rope from. It was like a. Which
Bungee
floor was
jumping?
it? Yeah. Which floor was it?
Was it in the US?
Yes, that was crazy.
I did the
Bungee
same thing in the. That's what I did.
That was crazy.
But I was 15 and I wasn't allowed to do it.
You did it?
Hmm
Yeah. That was physically the most stupidest thing I ever
So many
done.
years have passed. I can talk about it now.
Do you have any phobias?
Phobias? Not that I know of.
Nothing that you felt that has.
Well, he doesn't
Like
have a phobia of heights. We know that. He
Ah.
did bungee jumping.
To be
Snakes.
scared of something, I love snakes. Yeah, I think
Snakes,
they're beautiful.
women, it's kind of the same. So.
Not really.
When you say you love snakes, like you pet them, you
yeah,
hold them.
I
you've
used to
done
have
that?
one. Yeah, when I
You
was a
used
kid.
to have one.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Is there something that you cannot stand in people?
Or
Understand?
women.
That you,
Oh, yeah.
okay, women.
I
that
don't
you
like when
would
people lie.
that you would never forget or forgive.
When people lie,
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't like that.
What
You know,
if?
because when people lie, when they do lie, and you realize that they're lying, they think that you're stupid.
Okay, so
and
so your phobia is
That's not a phobia.
people thinking that you're stupid. Okay, but what if somebody lies
No,
to
it's just
you and they
insulting your
think?
intelligence.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I don't like that.
So how do you react to that?
Sometimes I don't say anything. I'll be like, okay, because it's like wasting my time.
Okay. Have you ever painted a woman who has lied to you?
Yes, I did.
Hmm.
You wouldn't like that though.
Oh wow!
That's
It
not-
would be
that's not
very
really beautiful,
interesting to see that painting. To kind of figure it
I'll
out.
show you.
Should be something dark. Okay, do you have a favorite color?
Favorite color? All of them.
All of them.
Hmm
Any secret talents?
I write sometimes.
Wow. Okay, let's talk more
I
about that.
sing too.
What do you write? Your thoughts?
My thoughts. I have a little short poem. I wrote it when I was in Paris.
Can we hear that,
Oh,
please?
later.
Now?
And I have a short story too. I've
Sure.
said.
Okay.
I can send
We're
you. You
ready.
can read it. It's in Russian. They translate it in Russian. It's a story about how the devils goes to the church to get the pardonne.
Hmm
That's the story.
Hmm.
Can we hear what happens next?
What happens?
Yeah.
No.
We want to make you talk a little bit. All these short
The
answers,
short,
you know.
yeah, gets you thinking. Well, the short ones.
Well, I don't know.
You can read it later on. I can.
No,
send you.
our listeners want to hear it.
So basically, that's how the devils comes to the church and speaks with Pope.
Hmm
hmm And it starts the conversation.
dialogue.
He starts the dialogue. It's like, forgive me, my father, that I have sinned.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, why? I mean, what did you do? And he says a story that I didn't listen to my father. He's like, that's okay.
I disobeyed.
Disobey my father. And he says, that's okay. A lot of kids do like that. And he says, my father is not just a regular father. So story goes.
It's you.
Yeah, the story goes about and why did you do that and everything. In the end, the story, this priest becomes a pope.
Wow. Okay.
Soon in the theaters.
Yeah, actually,
It's a nice scenario.
Actually, that's
Could
little
be.
scenario. Yeah, my friend actually asked me in America. I sent it to him. They want to make a short movie, and maybe
Did they?
Wow.
in Moscow they'll do in the theater too.
Nice. You'll let us
Also.
know about this, all right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Artur, what is home for you? I mean, you keep coming back to Yerevan.
Yes.
What is that feeling?
Oh, the feeling is. I'll try to explain with the words because it's better when you paint that. You know, it's my most works that I have done that are really good ones and I like it. I have the sketches and everything. I did it in here in Armenia.
Mm-hmm.
I get the energy from here. That
So
it gives me power. You know, when you come here and stay in the ground, you feel different. It's yours.
you feel
Yeah,
confident?
your roots in here, you know, of course, your roots in Armenia. You feel really comfortable and the feelings, the energy, the vibe when you get from people. You just walk around. I love to walk, so I always walk. I look at the people. I've seen a lot of sad faces. I don't like that though. So I tried to make those sad faces happy faces when I paint. Maybe it will change something.
Do you try to do it only in your paintings? Also in life? How do you make sad faces smile?
I just speak. See, you
Speak?
smile.
Okay, so now we
I
know
get
that
the vibe like that. I give the good vibe, so people they just smile when I talk to them.
so you are inspired not only by women but also by your land or Armenian
Always.
women.
Armenian women also.
That's even an extra
Yeah.
plus
that's
there.
an
Yeah,
extra
it's
plus. Yeah, our women is beautiful. I'll say that.
Well, thank you.
Let's
Well,
speak a little bit
okay.
about your exhibitions.
Okay.
Tell
Oh,
us about them.
so
When did you start first?
I
When was
start
your first
painting
paint?
when I started when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, in the 6 I went to Henrik Gigitian Art School.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get Academy of Fine Arts. I graduated. My first exhibition solo was in New Jersey, in America. Then I have exhibitions in
How-
New York, charity exhibitions.
How old were you?
20.
Okay.
Then I have exhibition in Paris, Grand Palais, 5 bis Froissart. Then in Paris again, Paulo Rosa. Then in Bulgaria, I had exhibition. I had 2 exhibitions solo in Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
Now tomorrow I'm taking my paintings to Karabakh.
Is this your first exhibition on the territory of Armenia?
Yes, I had like a couple charity exhibition. I have my painting here,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the first one. I brought some work to take it there, but I'm thinking to have a solo exhibition in Armenia. Hopefully soon. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Artur, knowing you as a person and since you are an artist, freedom is very important.
Yes.
In your mind or in your definition, where does it start? Where does it end?
Freedom starts and ends.
Yes.
It doesn't start. It's in you,
Okay.
and it ends when you die.
Cool answer.
Thank
What
you.
about when you start a painting and end it?
When I start painting and I end it, nothing has to do with the freedom.
No?
No, it's just the impression and your feelings. What you have inside, you put it on the canvas. That's what
Okay.
you do. Look, people, when they write, they do poetry. Artists, they put it on a canvas.
Aren't you more free when you are painting? This is what I wanted to kind of get to.
Am I more free? Not really.
You're the same.
Yeah.
But he's free to paint anything he wants.
But he chooses women. So.
Yeah.
Maybe someday I can change it, but I don't really think so.
We won't stop inspiring you, don't worry.
Yeah. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Even like that. It's beautiful, you know?
Well, how would you describe Armenian people?
Armenian, how would describe? They too cocky, I would say. They love being right, always.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. When they, I like, you know, what the Armenian people, when you see them outside the country in Armenia,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they do big things. They get like
Achieve.
like to the tops, you know. And you start thinking, why is that? Because there is more opportunities. That's why they do that.
Or the mentality.
Or the mentality. Or in Armenia, they cannot do that. Why they don't do that in their own country or go outside and do that?
Maybe they have to go somewhere and then start valuing their country more and then come back and do
You know,
things.
when it's like in here where I see it, the opportunities, there's like a ceiling, you know, ceiling. When you go get it to the top, there is no way to go up. In here, the ceilings are too short. That's
So
why.
limited.
It's limited. That's why people go out and just do big things.
Is that why you left?
Yes,
So that was the reason why you left.
that was the reason.
But do you think that things are changing now?
I hope so.
In what way?
In what way?
He
changing?
hopes
I
that
hope
it's
so.
in a good way. I
I hope
No,
it's-
in what way is it
I
changing?
hope it's changing in
Like,
a good way.
do you sense anything? Do you see anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
If your soul had one color, what would it be?
Black.
Why?
It's not a really color though, because it has all the colors in it.
Okay.
Arthur, you also worked as the artistic director, the artist director at with the theater.
Theater, yes, Bulgakov. in
Bulgakov.
Moscow,
Can you
yeah.
tell us about that experience?
Oh, that was a beautiful experience. We did the Antigona, because it's a old Greece story.
Okay.
Jean Anouilh, Antigona. So actually, we went to Krim in a festival and we win there.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was a beautiful experience. With the director that works, she's really nice, and my mind and her mind works like really good together. So she tells me something, I want this, and I create like real beautiful stuff. And what I did there in this theater, I think when I look at the story back, nobody ever done it like that, anything like this before.
Can
What
you
was
tell
it?
us?
What I did when it's 1.5 hour, the whole
Process.
I had a big canvas in the back, white, and I'm standing behind the canvas, and I paint during the spectacle.
Oh, live.
Yes, acropole. It goes all thing. The people sometimes they think it's like a computer graphic that shows. When I go out on the stage, they be like, "Whoa!"
Interesting. Did you have a practice? I mean, did you
No, I
practice
never
it?
did it.
Whether
I have-
you will have enough time in 1.5 hours
No, I didn't.
before the end of the show.
No,
But it's funny how
So
you,
that was
yeah.
the challenge, I guess.
that was, the channel. I never done it anything like that. It's a 3 meter by 7 meter, 1.5 hour.
Wow.
I was like, I will do it, and she was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
What about
It's a good motivation.
doing something like that here, working with the theater?
Actually, we were talking about our director. We want to bring that Antigona down in Armenia in the festival.
And what if do you have any intentions of collaborating here with the theater?
Actually, I was with my friend Greek Artur Saryan. He is a director in dramatic. We were speaking with him, and I offered him to do something together. So we'll see.
Very interesting.
The Portrait of Gogol
Have you watched the movie recently?
movie. No, I read the book.
The movie Gogol. It's really interesting. Watch it. It's a
Seriously?
new movie.
No,
A
V?
Russian. No. Gogol.
Gogol.
It's
why
a
didn't you say?
trilogy.
Who did it? Russians?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Russians.
You will be surprised.
I hope so.
So
I love movies, so I'll watch it.
Yeah, watch
the
it.
movie
and
in
then,
Russian?
And then you'll tell. Yeah. What do you
The
think
lady-
about it?
Lately, the movies, I don't really like it, so they don't do good movies. Seriously, I like old movies.
Well, depends on what genre you like. If you like
I like all kinds of.
scary stuff
I
with
like scary
mystery
stuff.
and things like that, then I think you'll like it. Okay, what is the best about being an artist? The
Best
best
thing?
part.
Best part?
Not-
Oh, to express yourself differently than other people.
Okay, can a singer say the same thing,
I think so.
or a theater actor?
I think so. The artist can say that. Any artist.
or the lyricist, maybe?
or a singer, maybe. Okay, what's the worst memory?
Worst memory? You know, this is no worst memories. It's just memories. There is no worst or good memories. It's just the memories. You know, for me, basically, there is no past and a future. It's right now in this moment.
You're lucky. a lot of people want to live
It's
that
already
way.
gone. You know, it's already gone. That's it. If you live with that, you lose this moment. If you lose this moment, you don't create your future.
Write that down.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you
Rena
a
Can.
very serious question.
It was everything was a joke right? Until now.
We start right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, have you ever compromised your art for the sake of something else?
Compromise with
Let's say the very obvious with finance, like with money. For money, have you ever compromised?
yeah, but I don't sign my paintings.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so you will never know that Massis's it's vernissage
I mean,
is drawn
I don't
by
paint
us.
myself.
I mean, people wouldn't know, but you know you've done it. So what does that mean? There?
Yeah, I gotta eat.
So you have.
You do that to buy painting and a canvas to do your own things. You have to do that.
So do you think this is something necessary that an artist has to go through? A stage that they have to go through? Or
You don't have to. You just do it.
So you care what people say about you,
Do I
Don't you?
care?
yeah?
Well,
You or your art?
The people say about me. When they say about my art, they say about me. If you know, if you
Okay,
want to
so
know me,
it's
you
the
gotta
same.
look at my
So
art.
do you
So,
care?
of course, I care. I'm
Okay.
a person.
Okay. For those who have no idea what you paint, I've seen your paintings, your drawings. You have a lot of faces.
Yes.
Can you tell us why? Like,
Why?
I've seen you paint women and faces everywhere in their hair. You have to be careful to kind of point them out to see
Because every person they mimics, they have all kinds of mimics. They don't have just one face. It always changes in a second. See, I'm talking to you, looking at me. Your face changes like 15 times.
Multi-faced.
them. What are you
women.
trying to say here?
It's okay. Everybody do that.
Oh, wow. So you're actually portraying the different faces a
Mimics,
person can
mimics,
have. The
yes.
mimics. Okay.
Because when your mimics change, it's how you feel inside. That's how it changes.
Their feelings. So
Of
you're
course.
portraying.
When I paint the portrait, I don't paint the features. I paint the character of the person and who the person is.
I like that.
What is your weakness and how do you deal with it?
My
Not gonna
weakness.
tell us what that is.
Why?
On air.
Arena, get out of this place. I'm gonna
My
speak to this
weakness.
man.
My weakness. I critique myself too much. That's a weakness. But it helps.
But maybe
get
that's
better.
also a motivation.
Yeah. It helps to get better. Always.
So that's a good thing at the end of the day. And what would you change about yourself?
What I change myself? I'll grow my hair a little bit longer.
Okay. That's a very, very hard goal to achieve.
That's a smart answer, actually. What about other passions other than painting? Do you have
I
other
like dancing.
passions?
I like singing too, but I don't sing like you, so that's why I'm just going.
Oh, you sing very well. He sings very well.
Aw, so cute. Let's create a trio.
About the singing?
What?
About singing trio?
A singing trio.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm just.
When's
Oh,
the
no.
next advertisement break?
Never. Okay, we have.
Actually, that
by the
answered
way.
the question that you gave me to being good or bad things. Yeah, answer your question.
Good.
It's when anything that you do in your life, you don't hurt people. That's a good thing. When you hurt someone else, some person or their feelings, that's a bad thing.
Okay. My mom wouldn't let me go to the date that hurt me, but that guy was a bad guy.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Okay. That's a good thing. But she hurt me.
In that moment,
Yeah.
and it passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then what she did, it was good for you, in the end, right?
Yeah, but maybe I never understood that.
But you're saying then you understood that he's a bad guy. It means you understood that she did a good
But
thing.
what if I didn't?
If you didn't understand,
You deserved it.
you deserved it, right?
So just go to that date. Okay, these are just an examples, but it's not that easy.
Yes, because people are different. Something is good for me, it may be bad for you.
Exactly.
It cannot be the same.
Who decides the
That
rules
that person.
for everyone?
No, that person decides. No
What are
one,
we doing
no
here?
one, no one can decide for you. Nowhere is the rights when you can read it in the books. You know, this is good, this is bad. No, it's not like that. There's a simple thing. When the sheep, it's the grass, right? Sheep is right. Wolf, it's the sheep. He's right too. So basically,
Nobody eats the wolf.
Hmm?
Nobody eats the wolf.
So-
I think the people used to eat them. Now they don't.
The strongest wins.
So the wolf is right too. The sheep is right too. So basically, he does
What
the
about
good
the
for him.
poor grass?
The farmer, you know.
Farmer.
Okay, let's get back to the art. What was the most exciting, inspiring exhibition that you participated in that you still remember and
All of them?
would like to repeat? Maybe.
I don't want to repeat anything. Because if you repeat something, it's like a broken CD.
Okay, so you cannot talk about any of them that really, really was so exciting.
All of them. It was really exciting. You know, when you do paintings and when you hang your stuff and the people come and look at it, it's really exciting. You cannot be like, oh, this was better. You can remember like little things. It's like, oh, that was fun in this part. It was nice in this part. But all of them.
Okay, what about people who don't really understand your art?
You don't have to understand. You have to feel it.
Okay, people who don't feel your art and they ask you, what is this? What are you painting?
Yeah, that's why I say you have to feel it. And if I can speak about my art, if I can speak about that, I won't paint them. I'll be a writer. I won't be a painter.
That's cool.
That's true.
Yep.
Artur, what do you think is the most valuable trait of character in a man that a man should really have?
Being a man.
What is
What does
being
that
a
mean?
man?
A man, it's the person that the woman next to him feels themselves the woman. That's what makes the man.
So what does feeling a woman mean?
When a woman feels themselves safe, caring, loving, then when it makes you man.
Talking about love, what is it for you?
Love, what is it for me? I cannot tell you what is it, but I can paint.
Oh, he has this answer for everything. He just
Okay,
like
next time,
paintbrush in hand, you know.
next time you're gonna paint on air, deal? Because we have 1 hour. You made it once in 1 hour and a half.
I can paint. in
Okay,
1 hour.
that would be cool.
Next time I'll
Okay,
bring something.
we have
and
to
I'll
do
paint.
it. A small something. We
Okay, I don't have to be small.
we
It can
won't
be big.
overload you too
Don't
much.
bring a paintbrush.
What?
No.
How am I going to paint
But
the hand?
bring something else to paint with.
Okay.
To draw with.
To draw. Okay.
Okay. What's something you really love about yourself that you're proud of? Something, a trait, a characteristic.
What I love myself. That's an interesting question. My work, my art. I love it.
What about if we're talking about an inner thing, like a characteristic or a behavioral trait or something like that?
I'm the kind of person who people don't hate. I guess.
I mean, you love that you're lovable.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Lovable
sense of
person.
humor.
I have a sense of humor too. That actually, the people don't have a sense of humor. I cannot talk to them long.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Sad
story.
Sad, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the person have to
They
Yeah.
just
Have-
have to have.
have a sense of humor. Yes.
Yeah, spice it up.
Why don't you give names to your paintings? Because
Why
this is
should
what a lot of artists do. Why don't you? Is it just to
Oh.
be different?
No, it's not to do with it. It's the
or
same
because-
thing. I don't explain, but when you give a name, it's the same thing. You give them a key to the door to see what you saw in the painting.
Mhm.
It's,
So you don't want to put them in a box.
why? If you paint, you don't paint just for you. You paint for them, right? So basically, you have to let them to see what they want to see. Why am I going to make them? Oh, I paint this. You have to see this. No,
What if people give names to your painting?
I love it. Love it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
How have you earned your first salary?
How? I work.
What was it? Oh my God.
I didn't steal it.
Yeah, let him paint next time.
He'll tell
No
us the
talk,
story.
no more talking.
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
The first my salary. I'm trying to. Yeah, that was in America. I started.
Okay.
Yeah, working like that, like little things like to paint, and it was before I went to America. But first, like I really worked hard. Yes, it was in America. I worked in an ice cream store. I sell ice cream. I was 19 there. That was funny though. I couldn't speak English. You should have asked me for the spoon. I give them napkins. Stuff like that. That was funny.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Then after that, my friend found the gallery, so I went there with my photos, with my work.
And you started to paint with ice cream.
No,
That would be funny.
with ice cream. Yeah, I'll try.
No, you haven't tried.
No, but
It will
that's a
melt.
nice thing. You can get the chocolate ice cream and paint it on a woman. Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So I'm giving him new ideas.
Yeah. I always
Isn't
get
this?
the- yeah.
If this is not an inspiration, what is?
I mean, have you ever tried painting with something else other than paint?
Ketchup, chocolate, anything you can use to paint. You know, with everything you can create art.
If they told you to repaint Armenian flag, what colors would you give it?
Repaint Armenian flags. Eh? Don't want to paint it. I don't want to paint it.
You have to do it right
I have
here.
to do it.
Yeah.
If I change
No
the colors,
choice.
yeah.
It's a compromise, let's say.
I will leave
No
the,
name on the painting.
Yeah, I would have leave the almost the same colors but more brighter.
Almost, or you would have left it the same color. Is what
Oh,
you
a
say.
little brighter.
Almost.
Little brighter.
Almost. Instead of blue, yellow. Instead of...
No, yeah, I would have use yeah, blue is good. Like bright red, bright yellow, bright blue. I would put it
Okay,
like that.
so we're losing the orange here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but we still have orange on our logo, and we have an advertisement break. We have 10 more minutes to go with this very, very abstract guest that we have. Artur Saryan, stay tuned. This is Homesick at Home.
Ina,
Yes, Rena.
I feel homesick.
You want to talk about it?
This Friday,
Every Friday on Radio Van.
homesick at home. Homesick at home.
Rena, are you homesick?
Well, if I consider Syria to be my home, it's my birthplace. Sometimes, yes.
What do you miss the most?
Actually, most I miss the friends I had there, but they're not there anymore, so there's nothing to go back to, I guess. It's just the feeling that I miss.
The feeling of friends.
But, the interesting part is this is where I belong. I felt it from the first day.
Cool. Stay here. Artur, what is friendship?
Friendship. Friendship for me, it's like the same thing as a family. That's
What
it is.
comes first?
What comes with family or friend?
First. Hmm.
If you consider a friend as a family, it comes first too.
So it's equal.
Yes, it is. If you find some person like that you can call them a family, it is equal.
Do you have a big family?
Not really.
I mean, friends and family.
I don't have.
In this
I don't
sense.
have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I don't have a lot of friends.
Did you have that funny thing when you were an exchange student? Because there was this girl at my high school who came up to me at the very first day that I went there and said, "What's your name?" "Oh, Ina." And she said her name, and then she said, "Now, you're my best friend." I was like, okay,
How old were you guys?
16.
Did I have that feelings? I think
No,
guys
I
don't
mean-
know stuff like that. I'll be like, "Hey,
And
Arthur,
that's why he likes women,
you're my best friend." Yeah. That would be like, that'd be like, okay,
Okay, have a nice day.
dude, come on.
Okay, we have a really short time, and
Yeah.
do you have any questions?
Yeah,
To
for you,
ask,
guys, I just asked the question before we were in the air. How you
Nobody
like your
heard it.
time in here, like in the air when you do this?
Oh, we love
You
it.
like it?
The radio?
Yeah.
We really miss it
Why?
because it's like an addiction. When you do it once, twice, you realize that you miss it when it's not there. Because we have sometimes breaks, like a winter break or summer break, and then we can't wait
Yeah.
to go back
How about
here.
the people, the guests when you get? Yeah.
For me, it's very interesting because it's all psychology.
It is.
And I love talking and expressing. And you know that, don't you?
How about the singing? Vanity.
That's
I love her voice. If she
you.
I bet.
if she start telling like fairy tales, I would just go to sleep right away immediately.
Okay, we can prepare a recording for you at the radio station.
Can you?
We understood the hint. From now on, little fairy tales only for Mr. Saryan.
Oh, I'll be honored.
Oh, by the way, what about your last name?
Saryan,
yeah.
I like it.
But is it your real last name?
Yes, it is.
Are you
Related?
somehow? Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
You're
I
not
don't
sure.
think so. Well, we checked the last. We checked.
Okay. But you do come from an artistic family, right?
Yeah, my grandpa used to paint my uncle. So, yeah, we have it in the family, in the blood. Well,
But you're an artist.
I'm an artist.
I wonder how you made this decision.
I didn't make it.
When
you know?
you were 3.
I just started doing it, you know. Probably it was a gift from God.
Definitely.
So you were
Big man out-
chosen. You were chosen.
Big
to
man
be-
out there.
Yeah.
You know, the artist is like, oh, sometimes when I paint, it's like I don't paint. Somebody paints through me. You know, you like brushes to his
Oh,
hand.
that's the
you
best
know?
feeling.
I have that feeling too when
yeah.
I sing.
Because
It's
people
seriously.
create
Sometimes
know
I don't think that
what
I
it is.
paint those.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's the best feeling, I
I
think,
thought
for,
no one
for
else
people
felt
who
that,
create.
You know, it's like
No,
now you're
no,
saying
seriously,
it.
it's.
It's interesting.
But actually, I was thinking the same thing. You know.
Oh, wow. So, you think that an artist, do you think this, that an artist is born an artist, or it's something that they acquire later on in life?
I think every kid that was born, he can be anybody he wants. He just probably they choose, or I think that sometimes the parents helps too. You know, a lot.
Okay.
Of course. Motivation.
Because like I remember like my
And hard
mom
work.
like every day was taking me to the art school when I was 6 years old.
Hmm.
I was a crazy kid too, so
I bet. Dear
She
listeners
helped me
of
then.
Radio Van, we're
Out of
we're
time.
done. Yeah, this was Homesick at Home. Our guest was artist Artur Saryan, and I think we haven't
Einstein says the
discovered
time is
even the
again.
5% of
Yeah.
this person. So, what is it? What is going on? Okay, you can. The last phrase to tell to our show.
the time doesn't exist, so basically we cannot be out of the time. So.
Okay, time doesn't exist. This will be the title of our video.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having here.
Thank you for coming.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
I
We
loved it.
enjoyed you
Loved it.
being here, and we hope to see you again.
Yeah, I got a
even
paint,
not.
so with the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
it.
We have to think about this.
You should.
Have a great weekend. Have a safe Friday, and we will see you next Friday. This was Rina D.
Good night from me and Ina MK.
Oh.